And I was muted, but I caught it quickly. How are we today? I'm streaming to my channel and Casey's channel, and I think she's supposed to be joining us anytime. So that'll be nice. Hey Trista, it's good to see you. And we're gonna ask for prayers for Trista tomorrow, you guys. And I'll check in on her tomorrow. And Vanessa, Nature Rocks, how are you? And Cutie Pie, good to see you. It's good to see all you guys today. Um, Jen, she had surgery yesterday, and I think she was telling you guys about it last week. So we want to ask for prayers for her too. And some other people are on vacation, so that's okay. I have you guys, and we'll be just fine, right? How have you guys been? I don't know if you guys saw, I made a short this past week. I think it was on Friday about this case, and I've been busy and hadn't had a chance to go live about it yet. But Melissa Jade, she went live about it on Sunday, so I was glad about that. And some other channels have been. Hey, the real Seth Rogers, Shaylee, how are you? Thank you for stopping by. Um, Yeah, Melissa Jade went live about this case on Sunday, I think it was. So I was glad about that. And I think, Nancy Grace actually covered this yesterday. And I got to see she made a little video about it. And I got to see that. I haven't got to watch her full episode about it yet, though. Um, but so I'll just get started and tell you guys about it. Let's see here. So there's three disappearances, three people missing altogether, and it was under totally different circumstances, but I'll tell you guys about it. Okay, so the first one that occurred time wise was this is Nadia Cole, 21 years old. And some of these names of these places will, you guys, it'll stand out to you because of the Idaho 4 case. It's around the same area. This is 21-year-old Nadia Cole. She actually graduated from WSU with a 4.0, and her and her family, they were going on a trip to Italy on May the 29th for a graduation present. And she tells her parents to hold her luggage while she goes to the restroom quickly. Cutie pie, yep, it really is, isn't it? A lot of these cases have been happening close to you lately. Sure have. Yeah, so she told her parents that she was going to use the restroom if they could hold her bag and her phone and everything. And it was around 3 p.m. on May the 29th. And she doesn't come back, you guys. And they do capture the last, let me show you guys the last photos of her. They said that I can't see her face this close, but it said in some articles that I read that she had a very distressed look on her face. And they said she got on. Hey, Tony, good to see you. Good afternoon. Thank you for stopping by. And it said that she had a very distressed look on her face. And she got on I think they called it a light rail. And I don't know what that is, you guys. I should have looked that up. But I'm from the holler in Kentucky, and we don't have such. I've never seen such. I've been on a plane one time in my life, but they said that she was on a light rail and she got off in. I'm not sure if I wrote that down where it was she got off at. University and something. was where she got off at. And I read in another article that grateful middle-aged cat mama, it's so good to see you. From airport to city destinations, the train. Okay, I understand. I understand. Kind of like a subway, huh? Hey, Neat Noodle. Good to see you. Happy Wednesday. I, Wolfie said once, she said, nobody tell her happy Monday. So every Wednesday I think about Wolfie telling her happy Wednesday. Don't tell her on Mondays. Oh, yeah. So, and they actually thought that I read one article that said that they traced her AirPods. So she didn't have her phone with her, so they traced her AirPods. And so I seen a tweet from the city of Fife, and they're the first ones that put out the missing poster of Nadia. Let me show you what it looks like. Yeah, so she is 5'9", so that's pretty tall, you guys. 130 pounds, green eyes, long blonde hair. And oh, that's okay. Grateful middle-aged cat mama. You don't have to type, just listen. We're glad to have you either way. I hope you're feeling better this week. And so, like I said, I didn't know you could trace AirPods either, cutie pie. I don't have any, but I think that my niece, she has some, and she said that you could, because she left hers here, and they were showing they were here until they died. And we looked all over and we couldn't find them. You can't trace them once they die, I guess. And it said that they traced them to a city in Fife, a place in Fife. And so that's who first tweeted this missing poster about Nadia. But what had happened was that somebody had picked up the AirPods and took them to their house. And so that's why they thought that she was around Fife, but it was somebody who had taken the AirPods, I guess. So they don't know. After she got off of the light rail at the university part, they haven't had her on camera or anything since. So that was about 3 p.m. on May the 29th. And about 3 hours later, last November, she got engaged to Aaron Aung. He's 21 years old too. And he is from Moscow, Idaho. And that place rings a bell to everybody, right? Where the Idaho 4 murders happened. But so he's from there. But 3 hours after Nadia was last seen, he is in Pullman, Washington, where making the custody exchange of his 2-year-old daughter. You guys, she's absolutely adorable, Seraya Harmon. But I have just been writing Seraya Harmon everywhere. I don't want to use his last name right now with her. So he's picking up his daughter, and when they make the custody exchange, Soraya's mom, Samara, said that he's actually early. Usually he's about 15 minutes late, she says, but he was actually early to pick her up on this day. And this day is Seraya has an issue, a medical issue, and her mom does talk about it in one of the videos I'll show you guys, but I'll let her talk about it. Since all of the Sebastian, since everybody talks about all his medical issues just, willy nilly. I'll just let her mom talk about it. But what I do want to tell you guys is that her medical issue, she is on medicine for it. And if she doesn't take this medicine, it could cause sepsis. And we all know what sepsis is. It's very life threatening. And she gave her just enough medicine for when she's going to be with her dad. And I do want to show you guys this too. She has this birthmark on her arm. So this is very identifying. They can change her hair or her clothes, but that birthmark, that's pretty big too. So everybody watch out for that. When he picks her up on the 29th, he's supposed to return her on the 3rd. And this is Aaron. This is another close-up picture of Aaron. And let's see here. He doesn't return her. Let me show you guys this. This is from Pullman PD. It says the Pullman Police Department is working with the Moscow, Idaho Police Department and the FBI investigating the report of a missing 2-year-old female, Seraya Harmon. Seraya was last seen with her father, Aaron Aung of Moscow, on May 29th. The two reportedly traveled to Montana on a fishing trip, but have not returned. Okay, Seraya's mom, she said she knew nothing about this fishing trip. And people think that he went on this fishing trip. I guess he told his parents, but he also was seen buying camping equipment and a brochure for places in Montana. I think it's called Flathead, Montana. Yeah, Flathead, Montana. She was scheduled to be returned to her mother on June 3rd. They did not appear at the scheduled custody exchange. Aaron Aung may be traveling with 21-year-old Nadia Cole, formerly a Pullman resident. Cole was reported missing to the Port of Seattle Police Department on May 28th, but it's May 29th, I believe. This is what confused me at first. There was 2 different dates, but I think it was both on May 29th. And then it says anyone with information, call the Pullman PD. And I have that at the bottom of my screen, you guys, going across my ticker. And also now the FBI is involved, so you can call 1-800-CALL-FBI also. Okay, so when he didn't show up to make the custody exchange, his parents showed up. And when they showed up, they handed the police a note. And I guess they had different copies of the note. And I'm going to show you guys the note. And it was really strange because what I've read is that they wouldn't answer any questions. They left the note and skedaddled. And this is the note. It says Samara copy at the top, and that's Seraya's mother. It says Aaron went on a fishing camping trip with friends in Montana. He and Seraya were expected back on Sunday afternoon. As of Monday early evening, they were not back. The police in Montana have been notified, as well as Moscow and Pullman. They may be delayed due to weather, equipment supply issues, or someone sprained an ankle, etc. So that's all we had for a really long time. I heard that both vehicles that Nadia and Aaron drove, that they were accounted for. Either something very bad happened or maybe they fled the country. I'm not sure if he would be likely to do that at all. Well, it's really funny that you say that, Trisha, because when I made my short on Friday, there was an update soon after, and I didn't get to add it to that. I think I left it in the comments. I'm not sure. But now a car belonging to Aaron's dad was seen crossing the Mexico border. That's what I could gather so far. And that's where they believe they are right now. But I put missing in Mexico ? As my title because I don't want people to get just look for them in Mexico, because yeah, they could have crossed the border in Mexico and then came back before anybody ever knew, and they don't have that on video, or you know what I'm saying? So I don't want people to just look for them in Mexico. This is the car. It's a 2014 Cadillac XTS, and it has Idaho plates, and that's the numbers up at the top. So I think we should still be on the lookout for this car and not just think about it being in Mexico. Um, so I wanted to share with you guys. So it's funny that you had the same idea, Trista, because and them leaving from Washington, I would have thought that they would have crossed the border into Canada instead of traveling all that way and crossing the border down into Mexico. But I don't know. And you guys, I was wondering why that they didn't issue an Amber Alert, because in the Sebastian case, they issued an Amber Alert because of the medication that he takes. Well, this baby was on medication too, and they didn't have a car description at first, so maybe that's why. But also, in one of the videos that I'll show you guys, the policeman said that they didn't believe that her life was in danger with Aaron. So that's why they maybe also wasn't issued, but I don't know. I didn't really agree with that. Yeah, they could be anywhere. Absolutely. Me too, Trista. Me too. Um, so this is a post that Saraya's mom made, and I think reading these, I want to show you guys what her and her mama Shauna, they have been wonderful posting and keeping updates and getting to all media that they can to spread the news about their baby. Nadia's parents also made a statement that I'll read you guys, and one of Aaron's sisters did make a missing poster too. I'll go ahead and show that to you guys right fast. Let me see here. Missing persons alert. This is my family. Please help me find them. My brother, baby niece, and future sister in law are missing. Please help me find them. My brother, Aaron Aung, and baby niece, Seraya Harmon, were supposed to come back from a camping trip in the Kalispell Whitefish, Montana area last Sunday night, June 2nd, but they never arrived back to our family's home in Moscow, Idaho. On top of that, his fiancee, Nadia Cole, has been missing for several days now, May 29th, 2024. She was with her family at the SeaTac airport about to board a plane to Europe as a graduation present. She was heading to the bathroom and then never returned to her mother. I've been so worried and stressed about my family. I've been having severe migraines because I don't know what happened to them. Please, if you see them or have any information to help me, DM me. I'm absolutely broken and stressed. My whole family is devastated right now. Arella Devera. And I have seen this. This is from the older sister, I believe. He has two sisters, and the other sister has been causing all kinds of havoc. Okay, Trista, I hope you have a great day. And yes, try not to worry about tomorrow too much. You know he's got you. You know he does. And I'll check in on you tomorrow. We love you. Yep, so this is one sister, and now she has removed this post. And the other sister has been causing all kinds of drama, writing all kinds of bad things in the Facebook group. And she's been saying a lot of bad stuff about the mother and about Soraya's mother. And I really, really commend Samara for not saying anything back. She's just focused on finding her baby. And we've seen in a lot of other cases where it just goes back and forth, and that's the focus. So I wanted to say that I'm really, really proud of her. Hey, Heatherlicious, good to see you. That's okay. I'm glad you're here now. Um, so let me see here. Oh yeah, I wanted to read what her mama wrote and her grandma. As of 6:15 p.m. tonight, I was informed that my daughter Seraya, her father Aaron, and his current girlfriend Nadia have been reported missing. The police have informed me that according to Aaron's parents, they were on a camping fishing trip in Flathead, Montana, and were supposed to have arrived early yesterday afternoon. They did not make it home. No one has made any contact with either Aaron or Nadia. Um, and then she gives who to contact. My daughter is incredibly sick, and if she's not given the proper medical treatment she needs, it can be fatal. Please keep my daughter in your prayers, as well as Aaron and Nadia. We all just want them home, safe and sound, and especially want my daughter home. I will be posting updates as soon as they come in. Thank you. Hey, Chris, good to see you. Happy hump day to you, too. Thank you for stopping by. Um, Okay, and then her Mama Shauna, she wrote this. Um, my granddaughter is missing. She was last seen in Flathead, Montana with her father, and now we know that that's possibly not true. The only thing that points to that is him buying the camping equipment and the brochure and his parents. I'm thinking that, oh, also, you guys, so Nadia went missing in Seattle, which is 4 hours from where 4+ hours from where Aaron picked up his daughter. So he couldn't have picked Nadia up and made it to Pullman in time to pick up his daughter. So what I'm thinking is that he picked up his daughter first, and that's why he was in such a hurry, according to Samara, was probably to go pick up Nadia wherever she was waiting for him at. You know what I'm saying? His parents are refusing to speak to the police, so we don't know when she went missing. She was last seen by her mother on Wednesday evening when she was dropped off for visitation. If you see her, please contact the police in Washington, Idaho, or Montana. Please share. And then she's telling what kind of truck he drives. And Seraya was very ill when she disappeared and needed to be under a doctor's care. Please share. So, and they have been posting nonstop ever since, you guys. And they also left some posts about all that they've been going through. Oh, Cutie Pie, that's a very good question. Cutie Pie says, could his parents have picked her up? That's a very good question. And a lot of people, well, them not cooperating, you know, with allegedly not cooperating with the police. Um, I don't put it past any of them. And also, I'm wondering, why did it take so long for them to know that they were in the Cadillac? I've read that allegedly that Cadillac is registered to Aaron's dad. So I don't know why it took so long to figure they were in that car either. uh, okay. Now I want to show you guys. Oh, what I was going to tell you guys is I want to read you too at the end what her mom and her grandma have been going through, and it might put into perspective a little bit for us of what parents of missing children actually go through. Okay. I'll come back in and get you guys in just a second. I have to play through this act.
finally hearing from the mom of a 2-year-old girl who went missing in Pullman. A search warrant now out for the girl's father. Police believe he may be on the run with his fiancée, a Seattle woman who has not been seen since May 28th.
When I found out that she was missing, it was the worst day of my life. And every day since then has been the worst day of my life.
Can't even imagine. Investigators say Aaron Aung took his daughter and fiancee Nadia Cole on a fishing trip to Montana, but police say the cars associated to the two of them were left in Pullman. Investigators believe that they're traveling in unknown vehicles. The girl's mom is even more concerned because her daughter was dealing with some severe constipation that had even sent her to the emergency room.
And we were advised by the doctor, we being Seraya and I, that if she didn't pass this and soon, she could become septic, which is fatal.
FBI and Moscow police are now helping the Pullman police with this search. If you have any information, give them a call.
So she tells there that it was severe constipation is what the baby was dealing with, and that's the kind of medicine that she has to be on. Hey, the Astro from space. I know, right? It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. And I'm wondering, okay, her phone has to be a plethora of it has to have some good stuff on it, because who would pre-plan this stuff to go to an airport to disappear with all the cameras and all that stuff going on? um, it'd be really risky. So, and also, like somebody else said, what if her mom went to the bathroom with her? How is she going to dip away then? You know? So, I'm thinking that possibly Aaron sent her something on her phone that was like, hey, emergency, something, you got to go, or something like that, because like you said, she just graduates and has her whole life ahead of her with she had a 4.0. And so that's why. And also, I'm wondering, they have issued a warrant for Aaron now for first degree custodial interference. So I'm thinking if they had anything on her at all, that she would have a warrant for her too, you know? So let me see what else I was going to show you guys. I'll go ahead and read you guys the statement from Nadia's family. Uh, okay. Let's see here. 21-year-old Nadia Erica Cole was last seen leaving the airport after 3 p.m. on May 29th. The Fife Police Department said she may have been seen in the city recently. So remember, you guys, I told you I was wondering why that it said she may have been seen in the city recently. And what I'm thinking is the AirPods. I just read one article. It was from a from a reporter with Fox. Let me see here. David Rose from Fox 13. He's the one that told me about the AirPods, you guys. He didn't tell me personally, but I read it. I read it about the AirPods. So that's why they thought she had been in the city, because they tracked her AirPods, but really somebody had just picked them up. So it said the flyer being distributed by authorities says Cole is from Port Angeles and recently graduated from WSU. She was last seen on security camera wearing a black North Face jacket, a sage green hoodie, black yoga pants, a tan shoulder bag, and white Converse sneakers. Authorities said she might also be wearing prescription glasses. Hey, 71KJC, that's okay. I'm glad you made it. That's okay. Uh, Cole's family, who described her disappearance as out of character, said she recently graduated with honors and was preparing for a trip to Italy. And this is the statement. They also have hired a private investigator to look for her for their daughter. And I think that this was released through their private investigator. It is with deep concern and heavy hearts that we address the public regarding the sudden disappearance of our beloved daughter, Nadia. Nadia recently graduated from Washington State University with honors, marking a significant achievement in her academic journey. Nadia was on the brink of embarking on a celebratory family vacation trip to Italy, a trip she and her mother had eagerly planned for over a year. However, what was supposed to be a joyous occasion turned into a nightmare when Nadia left her belongings at the gate to use the restroom and never returned. Security footage revealed Nadia hastily exiting the airport with a distressed expression, and the last known sighting of her was near the light rail platform north of the parking garage. Since her disappearance on May 29th, there has been no further contact or sighting of her. It doesn't sound like. I'm thinking that the private investigator may have written this. What you guys think? Um, Says Nadia is cherished by the hundreds of people who know her, and the circumstances surrounding her disappearance are entirely out of character for her. We are utterly devastated by her disappearance and are fervently praying for her safe return. We implore anyone with information regarding Nadia's whereabouts or leads that could aid in her safe return to contact the authorities. Any piece of information, no matter how insignificant it may seem, could be crucial in bringing Nadia back to us. The Astro from Space, no. She went missing at 3 o'clock, and he picked up his baby a little after 6. And those two areas are about 5 hours apart. So there's no way that he could have picked up her and made it in time to get his baby. So, and his baby's mama said that he looked like he was hurried when he picked her up, like he was in a big hurry. She thought he was late for work or something like that. So, yeah, it just hit me this morning, Astro from Space. It just hit me this morning about the times. I hadn't thought about that before, and I've been looking into this since last Thursday. So that's a good question. Thank you for your support and understanding. Oh, I forgot to read this last part. As we navigate this distressing ordeal, we ask for privacy and respect during this difficult time. Our only desire is to reunite with our beloved daughter, and we remain hopeful that she will come back to us unharmed. Thank you for your understanding and support. Beata and Kirk Cole. So that is from Nadia's parents. Hey, Case, how are you? You're muted. I don't know if you knew that. Okay. Oh, you guys are eating the brownies. I see you. Oh, yeah, Astro. That's a good question. They say, how can you ask for privacy and she missing? Good question. Her Seraya's mom and mama, they are giving Nadia grace right now. I haven't seen them say anything bad about Nadia either. We really don't know if he didn't say, well, something's happened with the baby, you got to leave right now, or something like that. Because, like I said, I don't see it being that far pre planned, because who would make it all the way to the airport like that to dip out? You don't know exactly what's going to happen. And so I just don't see it that pre planned, but I don't know. She can turn it around. That's what I'm going to say. If she happens to see this anywhere, you can still turn it around. All they say that they want back, all they want is the baby back. Hey, Case, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you? I'm sorry. I had my time mixed up on when you were going live.
That's okay.
No, it's really not. But it'll. I'll tell you later.
Yeah, it's okay. Uh, yeah, it still says Mo's sidekick under her name.
I I am most sidekick. I'm most sidekick.
Yeah, and I used to be her sidekick. Huh? Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Let me see what I have now. Okay, this is saying what she's been going through a little bit. This is Saraya's mama, Samara. She says, the fear and pain that I feel in every cell of my being is something I wouldn't wish upon my worst enemy. Feeling this hopeless while looking for the one person I was created to protect with my life is like no other. I'm hungry, but I can't eat. I'm tired, but I can't sleep. And each and every breath is shakier than the last. The only thing I have in this moment is my faith that my daughter will be returned to me safely, faith that something like this will never happen again, faith that someone, anyone will find her. To any parent, whether they have been through something like this or not, hold your baby tighter, kiss them longer, and soak up each and every second. I pray to God you never have to experience this pain or fear ever. And if you already have, my heart beyond goes out to you. There's really not much I can say. There have been no updates yet this morning, and this was 4 days ago, you guys. But I pray it's because they are so busy looking for her they haven't had time. Please keep my daughter in your thoughts and prayers, and if you know anything or know anyone who does, have them come forward. As a mama, I'm begging you to put yourself in my shoes and help me search for her as if she were your own. Thank you. This is from a 21-year-old mama, you guys, and I can't brag enough that she has been showing a lot of grace in this situation. Well, I think Astro, I think that they do want her back, but they're not focused on that. They're focused on the baby. And I'll show you what the memo says too. She speaks about giving all the parents in the situation grace. Have you heard about this case?
No, no. Is this where the baby is missing?
Yeah. The only update, I made my short on Friday, and there's been no updates except on the 7th. It was announced that they think they were headed to into Mexico.
Mm.
Yeah.
I,
Um,
I can't even imagine.
mm-mm, no. I wanted to read you guys the statement from her memo too. It kind of sounds the same as Samara. Let me see if this is it. Yep, this is her memo, Shauna. It says, Sunday night, everything changed. We sleep in minutes, not hours. Minutes where our bodies shut down from pure exhaustion, only to wake in an absolute panic. We eat when we remember, which isn't often in a brain so cluttered with terror and anger and sadness and confusion. We pray without ceasing. We share our beloved daughter, granddaughter, niece with the world and hope that someone, anyone, will help us find her. We cry, we scream, we plead. A nightmare that has to end sometime soon, right? It has to, but it hasn't. It's easy to judge us. You wouldn't do this, you wouldn't do that, you wouldn't have done this or that. But would you? When the emotions are so crazy and so thick that you can't breathe, when your mind is racing so fast you can't actually think. Hope and fear so intertwined, wanting an end to this, but fearing an outcome you can't handle. We will never be the same. Please, please help us find her. This this sentence right here: hope and fear so intertwined, wanting an end to this, but fearing an outcome you can't handle. Yeah, you pray and pray that it'll end quickly, but you're scared that that prayer will end up in a really bad ending. I
Hmm.
can see exactly what she's saying right there.
I can too, and um, the way I'm understanding it, one set of grandparents has already been arrested. Is that right?
No, the other set of grandparents, they showed up at the police station when Aaron was supposed to give the baby back to the mother, and he didn't show up. His parents showed up with a note that said that Aaron and the baby went fishing in Montana and they hadn't returned home yet. And when the police tried to talk to them, allegedly, they just got back in their car and wouldn't answer any questions. And that's the last we've heard
Well,
from that set
maybe
of
it's a different
grandparents.
one than what I'm thinking reading about because this morning I was reading about never mind, something else. But
Oh,
it's
that's
just so
okay. There's so
situational.
many.
Hmm.
It's easy to confuse because there's so many. There's too many. Yeah. Let me see what else I've got. I got another video for you guys. And then her mama Shauna wrote something that she's learned through all this, and I'll show you guys that at the end too. 71 says it's becoming way too common with these cases. Yeah, absolutely is. Oh, Chris says she knows which one you're talking about, Case.
Okay, I was gonna say I knew I read about one this morning where grandparents had been arrested.
Yeah, we'll have to look into that one too. That one sounds, if we can help at all, we always try our best.
Exactly. And I'm excited to start going live again and things. And I've been thinking about going live some even in the evenings, to talk about some of the cases that you know maybe people aren't home for us to talk about their daytime.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to leave Case's link, you guys. If you could please subscribe to her, I would really appreciate it. She's up at night when I'm not awake, and so that'll be a good place for you guys to go too.
Yeah.
Um,
And Mo's gonna help me get my nightbot checked and make sure that I've got it done right this time. Last time I tried to use Nightbot, it timed Mo out.
it did, and I'm a mod on her channel. It timed me out because I used too many emojis.
Hmm.
Oh.
She's my managing mod, and it timed her out.
It sure did. But I figured out what button to turn that off now. So I believe it's been working good for us. I think this is the third time. Oh, Chris,
Chris
thank
says
you.
funny. Chris says she's got Casey on the TV and Mo on the tablet and modding both places.
Oh, bless your heart, Chris. Thank you. Oh, Heather, yes, I did see that, and I sent it to Case this morning. The Wells anniversary video. Did you get to watch it, Case?
I didn't get to watch it, but I will.
Yeah.
They can't rest until she's found one way or another. Lord, do not get me started. Mm.
Oh, I know you guys, and they're the ones that make it hard to give parents like Samara. There's absolutely no way in this world I think she had anything to do with her baby going missing or none of that. But the Wells give it. It's kind of hard sometimes to give that benefit of the doubt and stuff.
Case was tied up not tied up, but it held back this weekend, and I had no phone, no internet, no TV, nothing from Friday till Sunday. I got all that built up, and now for someone like them to say that they can't rest, are you kidding me? How about never mind? Mm.
Oh. Okay, guys, I have a video now of Samara, a little bit of a little bit of her speaking. Let me get,
Exactly 7-1. The mother knows something, but she's gonna have to live with herself. She knows something.
yeah.
When my kids were that little, they didn't burp really unless I knew it. Maybe I was a helicopter mom. I don't know, but it's crazy.
Was she seriously Heatherlicious? Heather says she would give an advice on her channel about Sebastian. Oh my goodness.
Okay, now wait a minute, Mo. I'm sorry, but I've got to say something. Okay, I've got to say it. Candace, honey, mom to mom, Tennessean to Tennessean. You don't need to be giving anybody parenting advice. None.
No.
You need to go to you need to go to where they'll let you sign up and enroll for every free class that they'll let you take. Every free one that they'll let you take them. But don't be giving anybody free parenting advice. Mm-mm. Okay, sorry.
No, that's okay. Oh, okay. So now I'm going to share with you guys of Samara talking a little bit more. Uh,
So unbearable not seeing her and not knowing where she is or if she's okay.
Unimaginable. Tonight, the plea directly to Aaron Aung from Seraya Harmon. Return 2-year-old daughter. Seraya Aung was reported missing by Harmon 12 agonizing days ago. Police now believe she is in Mexico with Aaron Aung, her father, and his fiancee, Nadia Cole. Good evening and welcome to the 6:30. I'm Sean Alsey. Tonight's 360 coverage, the plea, an emotional plea to return Seraya to her mom. An arrest warrant, as you know, has been issued for Aaron Aung. Pullman police and the FBI investigating this case, trying to bring Samara's baby girl back to her. Today, Nonstop Local's John Webb spoke to Samara again, as well as the FBI, to see what is being done to try and get Seraya back home. Good evening, John.
Sean, good evening. Samara is just heartbroken. She says she's never felt this type of pain before. She told me that every day is getting harder than the previous. And tonight she has one message for Aaron Aung.
Please.
yeah, remember this, you guys. She is 21 years old, and she thought she said that they were trying to contact Aaron when they knew that Nadia was missing at first. And I guess that his parents said that his phone was quote unquote broken. So she thought that she didn't talk to him while he had the baby anyways, usually. So she expected to go. I think that they transferred custody at the Pullman police station. So she expected to show up there and pick up her baby on June the 3rd and everything be fine. And to go there and not pick up your baby and just get this note. I mean, could you imagine the fear that she was going through then and has went through every day since June the 3rd? Hey Adrian, it's good to see you and Heather Brad. That's okay. I'm glad you stopped by. It's good to see all you guys.
These people who think that using a child to punish the other parent? Is that what's going on here, Mo?
Yeah, and there have been some issues in the past about there was some kind of trial for custody and it ended up being 50-50. And Aaron's sister has been making egregious claims on Facebook um, about Samara's parenting and how the baby would come back dirty and stuff like that. And it's like, if that was the case, why didn't he take her to court? And his parents have lots of money, you guys. They own a construction business in Moscow, in Moscow, Idaho. Case, I don't know if you caught that, but that's where the dad lives, in Moscow, Idaho. How about that, huh? Same city as the Idaho 4. But yeah, but if that was the case and she was such a bad mother and everything, why didn't he use some of his parents' money and take her back to court and get full custody instead of doing all this, you know?
I'm not sure, Chris. Say, I'm gonna have to look at what my history of what I was watching when I first woke up this morning. But I'll let you know. But oh, mm, just
bring her home. That's all I care about. That's all the police care about right now, is just bring her home. Please, I am begging you with every bit of me. I know we've had issues in the past and all of that, and I'm not even focusing on that. I just want to see my daughter again. I just need to know that she's okay. Just please, please, please bring her home.
As the clock ticked past 12 on this 12th day Seraya has been gone, her mother, Samara, talking about the agony she's going through.
It is absolute torture. So please, even when they get on your nerves, love them, enjoy every second with them, because if you had to go a week or 12 days at this point without seeing your child, it would destroy you.
Pullman Police and the FBI working to bring Seraya home. They believe Aaron and his fiancée, Nadia Cole.
Yes, the FBI is involved, especially now because they're thought to have gone out of the country, but they were involved even before this because it was two states right there together, because he's from Moscow and then they were supposed to exchange custody in Pullman. And then also he said that he went to Montana fishing and camping. But like I said, there was never any proof that they actually did go to Montana. So I'm thinking that he picked up the baby and then picked up Nadia, and they left soon after on May the 29th. Case, I don't know if you heard, but this blonde lady in the picture, that's his current fiance, and she went missing from the airport. So it's believed that they're all together now.
oh my goodness.
Yep, she just graduated from WSU, and it's believed that they're all together now.
As well as Seraya are in Mexico. FBI Assistant Special Agent Kelly Smith says these types of cases do become difficult when they go international.
We are not considered law enforcement in a foreign country, but our position there and our role there is to work with that country's law enforcement agencies to further our mission. And sometimes that's providing investigative support for a foreign country to help with an investigation there. And then sometimes that's requesting support from that country.
Smith says timing is crucial, but there are new tools that can help them solve these types of cases and even cold cases.
Obviously, the more time that elapses, the more concerned that we become. So speed is critical in any type of investigation.
He tells me these types of investigations are never lost on them.
As people are dedicated to the mission, I've been in cases that we solved child kidnappings and homicides from 1992 in the mid-2000s. So with the advent of technology, our hope is higher now than probably it ever has been.
Come on.
Samara knows that law enforcement is doing all they.
Yep. So she left her phone at the airport with her parents, and his phone supposedly got broken right before this. So they, neither one of them have their phones, and neither one of them had their vehicles. They found out that it was a vehicle allegedly registered to Aaron's dad that crossed over into Mexico.
Oh my goodness.
He can to bring her baby girl back home.
It really helps to have somebody from the FBI to talk to. I could call any time of any day, and they just hear me out. They listen to me cry. They talk to me and kind of let me get it all out there, and that helps so much.
Samara's message to parents tonight.
Enjoy.
Did you guys hear that she said there was somebody in the FBI that she could contact day or night that'll listen to her? And I don't know if that's another difference with the Sebastian case, right? Seth says that they won't speak to him, so I don't know if they did at first or what. I'm not sure, but she says that they're speaking to her day or not, so I'm glad about that, you guys.
Yeah, I am too.
Every moment, even when they keep you up at night, even when they wake you up extra early, even when they don't want to eat their dinner. That's all I want. The only thing I would give anything to hear my daughter even tell me no right now, because it's just so unbearable not seeing her and not knowing where she is or if she's okay. So every little thing, enjoy it.
This is the car they're believed to be driving in. It's a black 2014 Cadillac XTS with Idaho license plate 1L5147U. If you know anything at all, you're asked to contact the FBI immediately. Their phone number is at the bottom of your screen. In the newsroom tonight, John Webb.
Hey guys, I was going to put my my Facebook that I use, for YouTube connections and things like that in here. Um, that's the link to it, and then I was going to find the group. Because someone tried to work on building it up.
Yeah. Um,
Mo, do you remember where to find that group?
um, no, I'll have to find it here in a little bit. I accidentally went there the other day, and I don't remember how I got there.
That's me. I'll go to it, and then I forget how I got to it.
Yeah, I know. Um, I'll find it later, and then I'll put it in the Nightbot so that it'll be there too.
Okay.
Yeah. And we had Nancy Grace did a full video. I figured we might could watch that tomorrow or something, but she did make a shorter video. I figured that we could watch today.
I love you too, Heather Brett. It sounds good to me, Mo.
Oh well, before that, I want to show you guys what Nadia's friends are saying. There is a video about them too. Hang on just 1 second.
Okay.
I'm gonna copy it and then I'll for this video so you guys, if you want to watch it in your own time, you can come back and watch it. I can share. Okay, this is Nadia's friends. They're gonna say something here in a little bit.
21-year-old 21-year-old Nadia Cole was last seen leaving the airport here about a week ago on May 29th using the light rail. Her fiance's 2-year-old child is also missing out of Pullman, and Pullman police say Cole and the child's father may be traveling together. Port of Seattle police are looking for 21-year-old Nadia Cole, who was supposed to board an international flight with her parents on May 29th. Her mother tells me Cole said she had to go to the bathroom, leaving most of her belongings, including her phone, behind, but then never came back. Surveillance cameras show her leaving the airport and boarding a light rail train around 3 p.m.
We're all just really confused. We don't know what was going on in her head, but all we care about is her safety and, at the very least, knowing that she's okay.
Cole's mother tells me she got off at University and was seen walking west towards the water in downtown Seattle around 4 p.m.
I would think that there would be a lot of cameras. Well, we know there's a lot of cameras all over the airport, but even if she got off at that university in downtown Seattle, you'd think there'd be cameras following her about anywhere that she went. Hey, Music City Mom, it's good to see you. Cutie Pie, are you still here? Do you know if there's a lot of cameras down that way? I would think that there would have to be. Y71KJC says she changed her appearance. Very likely. Somebody did post in one of the Facebook groups. They changed her hair color to show what she would look like. That's what they could also dress the baby in boy clothes. And that's also, but I wanted to show you guys to keep an eye out for her little birthmark on her arm. They might try to cover that up too, but if there's a Band-Aid in that exact spot, then you'll know what they're doing, you know?
Yep.
Okay, I'll finish playing this video.
Though we're still working to verify those details with police.
As her friends, it's like we just don't know what's going on, and it's out of character for her, and it just makes it more complicated and more scary.
That same day, Cole's fiance Aaron Aung picked up his 2-year-old daughter Seraya from her mother in Pullman and never returned to drop her off.
I physically felt my heart hit the floor, and I felt pain and fear and confusion like I've never felt.
Of course, I've never been in this exact situation before, you guys, and I pray to God that none of you all ever are. I seriously mean that. But I can understand in other situations. I felt my heart do that dip before too, where she says she physically felt her heart hit the floor. I can feel what she's talking about. Hey,
Yes.
Jim, good to see you. I hope you're doing okay. I was telling everybody earlier to send their prayers and good vibes to you since you had your surgery yesterday. I hope you're not in too much pain. Resting is good right now. Yeah.
Coursing through my whole body.
The child's mother, Seraya Harmon, tells me she later learned Aung supposedly took their daughter on a fishing trip to Flathead, Montana. But when they didn't return, Aung's parents reported them missing.
I just didn't know how to process it. I was kind of just trying to figure out what had happened, where she was, why she was ever in Montana, why I hadn't been told about this beforehand.
There's now an arrest warrant out for Aung for interfering with their custody agreement. Harmon says she learned of both disappearances.
That's another thing, you guys. Aaron was supposed to tell her if he was planning on taking the baby out of state. So if he really was planning on taking her fishing in Montana, he was supposed to tell her, and she was supposed to sign off on it. So she had no idea about this alleged fishing trip or anything. She had no idea until she showed up to pick up her baby on the 3rd, and she wasn't there.
From police as she was waiting to pick up her daughter.
When they had said that she was missing, my mind immediately went to, oh my God, is she okay? Like, where could she be? It was immediate fear for her.
And Port of Seattle officials say Cole is seen on surveillance leaving the airport on her own. It does not appear anyone is forcing her to leave or anyone is walking with her. Meanwhile, the FBI's Seattle office confirms they are assisting with the missing child investigation. Reporting live from SeaTac, Leanne Wynn, KOMO News.
In regional news,
Something else started playing on me, guys. I had to fix it. Yeah, Heatherlicious, I didn't know that she was either. I remember seeing it in the chat. She was talking about it, but I couldn't remember what day she said. She needs to start telling us, huh? Mm-hmm. All right, you guys. I have the short Nancy Grace, and we'll watch the longer one tomorrow or something. I just wanted to show you guys this little preview that they had. Let me get it to share so that if you guys want to watch it later, you can.
Sorry about that. I had a phone call.
It's okay. Let me see here.
The FBI plus Moscow police are now helping Pullman police find this girl. Why? Because her life is in danger. Not only is she with a bio dad who is willing to do anything to hurt the mother to get the child, she has a very serious life-threatening issue with the possibility of septicemia hanging over her head at just 2 years old. Do you remember when mommy talked about how she would kick and scream when she had to go with daddy? How she would run to mommy at the trade-off every 5 days, run to mommy. And now she's last seen in a black Cadillac crossing the Mexican border. Miss Harmon,
I do have to say, you guys, that I've loved Nancy Grace ever since Top Mom, Casey Anthony, or even before that. I think it was before that, Haley Cummins. It was right around that time. I've loved her since then, and I was really disappointed when she did her show about the Kansas moms. She got the destination wrong, where they left from, and at this time they were still missing, and so they could have been between the 2 points, and she got the destination wrong, and she got a few other things wrong, and I was upset about that. So I do have to say that, or her producers told her wrong, but I do have to say that I think everything in this episode is correct, but you kind of have to check a few places and not believe just one news outlet sometimes.
Yeah.
you stated that you were the one that wanted a public pickup drop-off swap for your own safety. Why?
Because of situations that he'd said or stated things in a way that would manipulate me.
Can you guys hear? It sounds a little bit low. Can you hear okay, Case?
No, something is a little low.
Yeah.
Or kind of make me think one way when he meant it another. Times when he would kind of try to weaponize her, and I wanted video surveillance of every every time she'd been dropped off, every time I had handed her over, so he couldn't try and claim something that I knew to be false.
Like when you say things he had said made you want to do the swap off in public, what things did he say? What concerns you the most?
Just he knew exactly how to get to me. He knew what to say to scare me and make me think one thing over another. He knew me very well, and I didn't want to be
like
in a
what?
situation
Explain to me, what did he say?
Nancy got a little bit feisty there too. She does that sometimes. The blonde is Nadia Cole. That's Aaron's fiance. From what I could tell from her Instagram, they got engaged last November. I don't know how long they've been together, but they were engaged last November, and a lot of places are calling her his fiance. They're all 21 years old. Yeah. Let me see here. This is another picture of them. Yeah. And I thought I had a picture when they got engaged too, but I'm not seeing that now. Yep, she's the fiance.
To make you afraid.
There's been a lot of things he'd said throughout our relationship about how he had connections, so I'd never get to see her again. And he would bring things up like that all the time to try and use them against me and make me not want to say anything about our relationship or any of my fears or concerns.
He actually told you he could fix it with his quote connections, that you would never see Seraya again. He said that to you?
Yes, and I've had people witness this. This was when we were still in a relationship, so this was well over a year ago, but it was something I still very much feared every day.
Samara, what are police telling you about FBI, Pullman, Moscow police?
I feel you, Music City Mom, but she gets the good exclusive interviews, you know? You feel me? Yeah. And she does make up for it sometimes, but she does got that abrasive, in your face attitude, which I like when she uses it on some people, but not in this instance. No. Heather, was that a typo or was that on purpose? Do you type that word a lot? HOE? You must type that word a lot.
Hey, if the shoe fits, slice it up. I'm kidding. Kidding.
Police efforts to find your daughter in Mexico. What are they doing?
They, like I said, they're leaving no rock unturned. They can't afford to make any theories at the moment, so they are following the evidence. They are searching high and low across the globe, not in just one singular area. They have spread out agents far and wide, searching every nook and cranny to find her.
How close is the bio dad to his parents?
From what I witnessed, they were very close. When I lived with him, we would frequently go over to his parents' house for dinner, or go out to dinner with them, or even have them over to our apartment.
I'm glad she asked that question because I was wondering that too. But he works for his parents, and I mean, they had a car registered to his dad, so it does seem like they're close. And a lot of people are saying that his parents know a lot more than they're saying, and a lot of people are comparing them to Brian Laundrie's parents because of the note, kind of the burn after reading note, you know. Case, did you see that the FBI has released a lot of evidence in the Gabby Petito case? That reminded me.
Yeah, that they had released a lot more, and yeah.
To eat dinner. I know that he worked for his dad's business, so they were in contact every day, multiple times a day. And he was the kind of guy, when something went wrong, when he was upset or even felt sick, he called his mom. They were all very close.
If you want to find this little girl,
Heather, Brad, I should
hear
have
me,
gone
FBI, Pullman,
Con
and Moscow.
too. Mo, we should have went to Crime Con. It was in Nashville.
Yeah, we know that one person was going to tell that went to CrimeCon was going to tell somebody off to their face and ended up chickening out, We do know that.
Did she have it written down in her binder?
Yeah, she sure
Sorry.
did. She had that suitcase full of binders packing it with her. Oh my goodness.
Let's go. If you want to find this girl, find the bio dad. If you want to find the bio dad, go to his parents. Wiretap, phone tap, intercept messages. That's how you're going to find this little girl, and every minute counts for so many reasons. If you know or think you know anything about missing Seraya,
See, that's me. I'm not a chicken either. I won't chicken out. Mm-mm.
Mm. Well, I liked what Nancy said at the end. She said, wiretap his parents. And if he calls his mom when he's sick and he's got a tummy ache and stuff like that, you think that he'd be calling them right now, you know? Absolutely. Let me see what else I got to show you guys.
What she planned on calling Chris Hansen is way off base compared to me calling Nancy a hoe. Oh my.
True. True that. Okay, that was Nadia's parents' statement. I gotta make my screen bigger so I can make sure I can tell you guys. Oh, you guys, this is what Samara wrote to her baby. This will get you, you guys. This is what she wrote to her missing baby. Oh, Seraya, you precious soul, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't give just to hear you shout mama over the slightest inconvenience, for you to run around on my bed trying to play games after asking for 1,000,001 bedtime stories, to have you refuse to go to sleep or ask for cuddles just one more night. You are the brightest, smartest, kindest, and funniest little human I have ever gotten to meet, and seeing your personality shine through more and more each day is my biggest blessing in life. Your block towers are still standing where you left them. Oh, her toys are still where she left them. Your favorite bedtime story, It's Not Easy Being a Bunny, waits to be read once again. Your never-ending collection of stickers and stuffed animals await one more cuddle. Even your baby dolls are missing their mom. You'd become recognized at the library from all of our rainy day visits, by the staff at Walmart from our constant trips to get books and snacks and candies, at your favorite parks where you'd run like the wind and call for me if I wasn't right there behind you for every second of it. I can't eat pasta or really any kind of meat without thinking of you. I can't even look at green beans without hearing you beg for them. What a silly favorite food. Oh, green beans is her favorite food, you guys.
Bless
That's
his
not
heart.
common, is it? Heatherlicious, yep. She was the only child. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, Samara is 20 weeks pregnant right now, too. Her mama, she's pregnant right now. So imagine dealing with your baby not being in your arms, and then, dealing with that too. I do have tears, Heather. Oh, okay. Let's see. Even the beloved Bluey Facebook posts and never-ending outfits make my heart ache. I wish I could hear you call out for wanting and gambit like never before. I got your book from the Imagination Library in the mail today and left it in the mailbox just for you. So then when you come home, you can check the mail with Mommy and carry it inside the way you always do. Oh my goodness, you guys. This is what, oh my gosh, this is what you hope to see from all missing parents. Not what you'd hope to see. You don't want anybody going through this, but you guys know what I'm saying. You can hear, see her heart in these words. You can hear her heart. Anytime I see a dog, I hear your little voice saying, pet it. And even though I'm not much of a dog person, I'd get 1,000,000,000 dogs if it meant you coming home. There's nothing in this world I won't do for you. Just always know and remember, Mommy loves you more than life itself, and I will never stop looking for you. I hope and pray you come home to me and soon. So does the seesaw and dinosaur at the park. I know you'll be home and back to telling me no way any day now, and every fiber of my being can't wait for that moment. Thank you for bringing the color and spunk to my world and making me realize all the little things I often take for granted, like how pretty the bird songs are and how cool it is that there are flowers you can blow away, dandelion puffs, and even how cool it can be to press a button for a crosswalk and so much more.
Oh my goodness.
I know. Oh my goodness.
You got
Yes.
parents like that, and then you got.
Yeah, I know. Heather Bratt says this is a true love from a mama. Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely is.
Exactly.
Okay, let me see. Okay, let me see what else I've got, you guys. Okay, and this is from her mama, Shauna. And this is, she says, things I have learned over the last few days. Most people are good, kind, and willing to help others. The amount of missing and endangered children all over the United States is mind boggling and sickening. Well, it's just like anything else. You don't think it could happen to you until it does.
Until it does, yeah.
Yeah, and say you've got a red car, you don't realize how many other red cars are on the road until you've got one.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's a silly analogy
No,
and
but it's
not,
the truth. It's
yeah,
the same amount. You don't realize until it's happened to you.
yeah. Even criminals have innocent family members who get hurt by their actions too, and we should show them compassion. See, even her mama is saying, show them compassion, the innocent family members. Crazy people don't know they're crazy. And then number 5, we're all in this together. Please continue to spread the word to bring Seraya home and keep Seraya safe. And please keep the Cole family in your prayers as well. They're just as worried and scared for their daughter as we are for Seraya. Please also withhold judgment. We don't know what prompted this. We don't know what lies, manipulation, or other tactics may have been used. We don't know that Nadia is anything other than another victim. So, see, you guys, she's given Nadia grace too. And that's what I'm saying. I think if there was anything against Nadia at all, that a warrant would also be issued for her the same time it was issued for Aaron, is what I'm thinking. But, and we all know uh, what is it called? Coercion or, I can't believe I can't think of this right now. What DV abusers use for, on their victims. I can't think of the word right now, but you go. Yeah, I think that's the right word. And above all, please pray for Seraya, her mama, Nadia, her parents, Aaron, and all the families affected. This has been so hard on everyone. Thank you so very much for all who have shared, prayed, let us hang up posters, listened to us cry, and supported us through this far. So, see, that's what I'm saying, you guys. His sister has been throwing all kinds of accusations. Well, not the sister that made the post that I showed you guys asking for him to come home and stuff. Not that sister, the other sister. She's the one that's been saying all kinds of bad stuff online. And they haven't even went back at her. Samara or the mama Shauna, they haven't even went back at her. And I just have, I just, I feel so, that's courage. And after all they're going through too.
Exactly. Yeah, Heather Bratt said also that's a form of manipulation, to make them feel one way just to get them to do what you're wanting them to do.
Yeah, exactly.
You never know, and you sit back and go, it won't happen to me, it won't happen to me, it won't happen to me.
And it doesn't happen fast. It happens really slowly, so you don't know that you're being manipulated,
That's right.
I do want to share their GoFundMe, you guys. I think that it's her mama Shauna that's the one that's over it, and they're asking. They used the money that they had so far. It was $200 and something dollars. They used it to spread the word in the Spanish posters and on Spanish Facebook and things like that. They used $200 and something dollars for that, but they've they've been, they do need money, and Aaron's family has an abundance of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony, they intimidate them too. Yep, they absolutely do.
Heather, Brad, I'm the same way in my family. Known as the other sister, now known as the main sister. Mm-hmm. Completely understand.
Um, I think that it'll work. I'm trying to get my not bought. Yeah, it worked. There is a link that if you or someone you know is experiencing DV, to please reach out. A lot of us have gone through that, you guys.
Mm-hmm. And remember, the most dangerous time in a domestic violence situation is when you're trying to leave.
Yeah.
When you're making your plan or you're trying to leave, that's the most dangerous time. So make
Yeah,
sure that you have a good plan. Tell as few people as possible. Have a good plan in action. Some code words, things like that, because that's the most dangerous time.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Heather Brad, I know how feisty you can be, but I also know how kind you can be. Mm-hmm. So this is the car, you guys, and like I said, just because they're saying that they believe it's in Mexico doesn't mean that they couldn't have crossed the border and then came back somehow. So be on the lookout for this car. It's a 2014 Cadillac XTS, and it has Idaho plates. Hey Aries, good to see you, buddy. We're about to end now. You caught us at the very end. You'll have to watch the replay. It's good to see you, though. I hope you're doing good. And let me show some more pictures of the baby. I only have a few pictures of Aaron. This is the baby. She's 2 years old, and I didn't see her weight, but she has brown hair and brown eyes, and she does have that birthmark too. Let me show you guys that again on her arm. Yeah, and this is Aaron, 21 years old. He's 5'9" and 135 pounds with black hair and brown eyes. Yeah, and then this is 21-year-old Nadia. She is 5'9", 130 pounds with green eyes and long blonde hair, but she could have definitely changed her hair. That's probably one thing I would change up fast if it was me. And this
Me
is
and
a
you
picture
both.
of them together. Yeah. Yeah. And what else was I going to tell you guys? Oh, I was going to show you guys there was another mother in Rhode Island, I think it was, and her baby had been taken to North Carolina, and I was going to put her name out there and her face too, but she was brought back this morning. Her dad was arrested and she was found safe. So that's good. So I'm not going to put her face and everything out there now, but that's really great, you guys.
Yeah, that's really great.
I'm going to drop Case's link again so you guys can be sure to subscribe to her. And she says she's going to be going live a lot more lately, and she'll be going live later at night because everybody knows I go to sleep at sundown or before.
Yeah, Mo goes to bed early. Yeah.
Yeah. And then this is Vanessa's link, Nature Rocks. She's been doing some really cool videos, you guys, if you want to. She showed, I think it was 5 deer that were in her yard at one time, and she showed us that the other day. That was awesome to see because we don't see that around my house.
Oh, that is neat.
Yeah. So everybody, please make sure you're subscribed to her. And then I'm going to drop my email. So when if you guys want to be added to my Discord, there's lots of cool things we got going on in there. If you guys want to email me, no problem. And keep an eye out on my community post, you guys, because I also, when I share it, when I do a new short, I also add it on my community tab. And then I'm also going to drop my TikTok link so you guys can follow me over there. I add my short videos over there too. Brat says Mo goes to sleep when the retirement home is having dinner. Yeah, they're even awake after me. Oh, you're welcome, Vanessa. No problem. Thank you guys. Thank all of my friends that helped me mod. I really appreciate you guys so very much. I couldn't do this without you guys, so I appreciate you so very much.
Thank you
Is
so
there
much.
anything?
We appreciate you.
Yeah. And all the contact information and all that is on my community tab for them too. So please keep an eye out for Seraya, you guys, and Nadia and Aaron. And I love all you guys. And I think that's all that I've got. And I'll see you guys back here soon. We might watch the whole Nancy Grace if Brat can stomach through it.
Yeah. All
That's
right.
okay.
Well, everyone have a good night, a good weekend, and we will talk to you guys later. Thanks, everyone.
Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Love you all. Bye
Love
bye.
you. Bye.